Well, hello there. Welcome to my channel, LB Plans. No intro, can't find it. Let's just move on. Life has been lifing and I have been missing, but today I'm doing a cash stuffing in my new, uh, because I haven't told you guys that I got new binders, but in my new cash envelope binder. So this black one I did get from the Fancy Dollar. Um, and I just kind of rearranged how my binders are doing. So I'm not going to go detail by detail. It's pretty obvious how much money I put in there. As you can see in the beginning, I think I'm stuffing a total of $1,735. 150 will be in prop. And life has been lifing. I've missed you guys, but at the same time, filming videos and the whole process for me has been a little bit overwhelming, and I've just kind of taken a break. But I am still cash stuffing, I am still budgeting, I am still working to achieve my goals. So I just wanted to check in and just say, hey, I'm still here fighting back, and hopefully give you guys a little bit of inspiration that, your whole life doesn't have to be online for it to be valid. I have real life going on. We celebrated some real wins. One of the biggest things, since it's budgeting related, that we just recently celebrated is my son made it through his whole junior year of college. So he is getting ready to start his senior year down at the university, and he has zero college debt. We have not taken one student loan. We have been paying as we go. I've been paying his rent. I've been paying his classes. Everything has been cash flowed, and that is a huge win. So, although things may not seem as perfect as I would like them, and like I said, life has been lifing, I felt like the month of June came in hot and tried to karate chop me in the throat. However, I will celebrate the wins, and he'll be home soon as we switch to new apartments for the next, hopefully, final semester. But we are really satisfied. And, it just goes to show with a little bit of perseverance, you can push through. And so I decided in this moment that I am going to create an envelope or a fund to buy me a graduation gift for him, because it's my sacrifice that is enabling, my baby boy, my firstborn, to make it through college debt free. That was a goal of mine. He rocked with me when we made the choice of him going to a junior college versus going straight off to school. Um, and he's been, patient, and we're doing it the best that we can. We're not perfect with it, but it is working out. So with that being said, I feel like I should have a gift that I should work towards for me. I will have to figure out a way to kind of put that in my budget. My budget is a little tight, but I was able to plead my case for an off-cycle increase at my job. So I am getting another raise that goes into effect on my next pay cycle, and I will be making adjustments there. So let's see. So this black envelope, if you're on the fence about buying a binder from, some of the budgeting people in this community, and I'm one, I think that there are, excuse me, I didn't mean to clear my throat like that. I think there are very cost-effective ways like Amazon binders and things like that. But I will say these binders, like I got two binders from the Fancy Dollar. I got this black one. As you can see, it has the gold rings in it. And then I also have a taupe one that I'm using for my savings challenges, and it also has the gold rings. Those gold rings are like 30 millimeters, millimeters, not milliliters, and they hold a lot. I was pleasantly surprised. So, I have a couple binders that I purchased from Amazon, but the rings are about 20 to 25 millimeters, and it doesn't seem like it makes a big difference, but it does. It does make a difference for what it can hold. This particular binder is from Budget with Lena here on YouTube. It is green, and again, it kind of has that cool like little crop print to it. When I decided to get new binders, I wanted to get binders that kind of mimic my color scheme that I like to see. I like blacks, I like greens, and I love purples. But a lot of those are not, especially like purple, it is hard to find. But for me, I want it to be a little bit I wanted to have some attention on how I separated things. So for me, my black binder now is going to be my normal expense binder. So things that I normally pay money out of, sinking funds, whatever you want to call it. It holds my expenses. Um, this new green binder is going to hold my annual expenses. So that's why you have things like holidays and car maintenance and just things like that. Those are things that I don't have to spend money on, but I probably am going to spend money on. So I have them separated that way. And then like I said, the taupe binder, which is the other color I have, it houses my savings challenges. So anything that I consider a savings or a savings challenge in that category, it's going in that binder, which also has 30 millimeter rings, which just are fantastic. And then I am still using my green binder that I purchased from, it's like a sage green binder. You'll see it every now and then, but I got that from off of Amazon, and that's my bills binder. So I used to use the black portfolio that I've got from a subscription box for cloth and paper many moons ago. But I wanted to have something, I don't know, I wanted to have something a little bit more functional setup, and I wanted to include like bills in there. So for me, that would include things like my car insurance, my property tax, things like that. I'm not really saving for it, but like I want to get a month ahead. I include that in there. Subscriptions, I include that in there. They're kind of monthly. They're not annual items. Although my car insurance kind of is biannual, but it just felt like it was a better place for it to be. And so when we get to that point, you guys will definitely see it. Also, another change that you guys will see here is that for those zipper envelopes, the zipper just became a big pain in the butt. So I cut them off. I cut all the zippers off on the zipper envelope so I can easily get the money in and out. It just works better for me if I can pull my whole tabs out. I thought about redoing my tab system, but for right now, if it's not broke, I ain't gonna fix it. I'm just leave it how it is right now. And the good news is most of my birthday funds are kind of dwindling down because we've passed everyone's birthdays. I have my youngest son's birthday coming up very soon. And then I'm the next summer baby. And then my husband is not to the winter. So that works out for us because these kids have been wiping me out with all these birthdays. Like every other month, it was like a birthday. Even for holidays, I've gotten a little better. I'm trying to save, even if it's just $5 a check right now for certain holidays, like Thanksgiving or Independence Day. It's very funny about Independence Day because I have been saving $20 a paycheck because I'm using $10 for Juneteenth and $10 for the 4th of July. So they'll both be kind of wrapped up at the same time, but I thought that was a creative way of kind of touching on the holidays and making sure that I'm saving up for the holidays that we typically do something for. Juneteenth falls in the middle of the week, which kind of sucks. So, but I know that my neighborhood is having a Juneteenth celebration in our front of our subdivision. So we will be going to that as a family, and then the money that I save there will give us money to purchase food from the food trucks that'll be there. So a double win, and I'll have to take it out of my eating out. I'm just being creative because your girl got to be creative these days because the money is just doing what it wants to do. So on to my next binder. Let's see which one I pull up next. I believe it should be my savings challenge binder. Nope. So this is the green binder that I was talking about where it's going to be mainly bills. So I won't have those little sheets anymore in that little portfolio. So yeah, blue, green, HOA, those things kind of moved over here. And I just think that it was a better fit for it because these are actual bills versus annual expenses or they're just not general sinking funds that really are bill related. I thought I had annual bills, but I really don't. So all the bills, that's why property taxes and car insurance technically will be over here. It's not in there right now, but it will be because I'm just not saving for it. it's gonna get paid. That's how I feel about it. So I just sent all the money over there to take the money out and to stuff it and then to send it back or placeholder. It was driving me insane. So I was just like, let's just make a transfer directly over there and go from there. And for me, I think that's the beauty of cash stuffing and budgeting in general. You make it work for you. Trying to do the things that other people do can just drive you insane, especially if it doesn't make sense. And that's where I was getting caught up on certain things. Like it just wasn't making sense to me. It was just more annoying. And then, I just hate having like a whole bunch of cash in my house. I sit here and say that after I'm telling you I'm stuffing, 1735. But at some points, it was just ridiculous amount of money in the house. And I was like, nope, can't do that. So certain things just don't get stuff. And then I have new placeholders that I will use as needed to put the money where it needs to go. And as you can see, my cashback rewards has really, really grown. I'm still doing the class of 2025, but somewhere in here, I'm going to put mama class of 2025 or something because I deserve a really, really nice gift because it's the sacrifice. But I am so proud of these class of folders, binders, envelopes, whatever they are, because they have really, really grown. And I just started class of 2031 this year, and it's already at $150. So I'm super proud of that. It just takes a little sacrifice, a lot of consistency and commitment to make those types of changes. Here on my $5 challenge, I am slowly but surely $5 bill knocking it down, but I am making progress on that. I believe I'm now at 210, so that's pretty awesome. And then my other challenge was the 80 envelope challenge. Okay, well, the 53 envelope, okay, it's not 53 envelope. Okay. So this is the 52-week challenge. If you do the highest number and the coordinating lowest number, it's $53. So if I do number 1 and 52, it's $53. So I try to budget $53 so I can knock out 2 numbers at a time. But this is going to, I believe, my emergency fund. So when I complete this challenge, I'm going to put that money in my emergency fund, which I typically don't budget to save for it. So that is something new. And then the 80 envelope challenge is going to my property taxes. I have $140 that I'm contributing to that. So I am making progress on that as well. I'm not putting like a whole lot, like a couple $100 on it, slow and steady. That's just remain consistent and I will definitely get through it. So my marker was drying out, so I'm probably going to redo that in another marker color, but I'm kind of keeping the purple and teal theme here. So the $145 that are left, I realized that I skipped a category in my bills binder, which was the termite bond. So $20 go in there, and then the other $124 actually goes in my Target the bill binder because I need to pay Target this week. So the extra dollar, I'll just take it out and put it in my dollar envelope saving, and that's it. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed catching up with me. If you have any questions, drop them down below. But like I said, your girl's doing okay. Until my next video, whenever that is, you guys take care, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye.